I was thinking about it for the whole day today if I wanted to make this video because I kind of didn't want to do it. But then I thought about it. If Elon Musk, Mark Zuckerberg, Alex Hormozi, Alex Becker, Charlie Morgan, guys that I look up to, guys that I admire in business, if this would happen to them and I would make this video, it would make my life a lot easier because they're founders, they're entrepreneurs that I look up to, and I'm a bit ambitious enough that I think that I could become a billionaire. So this content might be useful for someone in 20 years when I'm in a different position and they are going through heartbreak or at least a similar situation, because it's not really heartbreak for me. It was never official, but I still feel like I got cheated on and it's still worth talking about. So I won't name any names, I won't give any unnecessary context, so the girl doesn't get any shine that she doesn't deserve, and only 5 people in the world probably know what this is about, all my closest friends, and I want to keep it like that. But I can give you all the knowledge or like the lessons that I learned from this. And just to be clear, I think in most cases when a guy gets cheated on, it is almost always his fault, and even if it isn't, you should always take full responsibility. Why? Because that means that you are in charge and that you could change something about it. So in this case, I just ignored very clear red flags, and that's why it happened. I'll tell you the whole story, but that's basically what happened. If you want to save the rest of this video and you want to click off after 2 minutes, that's what happened. So context, I matched this girl last year on Tinder and I tried to get her out for dinner, but never really worked. That was last summer when I was in Medellin. Then in Bali, she kind of started texting me, replying to my stories, and I was like, hey, she's a cute Latina. In the meantime, I was still like casual with other girls. Everything between like last year, February, and now it's like May, I've been casual with a bunch of girls. I'm 6'8", we live in a very cool place. We have enough money to like stand out, and like it's easy to get girls in our position. So I have always been doing that, like since last year, since I got to Bali last year in March, basically. So that's normal to me. And so I was 2 periods in Bali. Last year March I was in Bali, and I was in Bali in November, and that's when this girl started sliding in my DMs and started like trying to talk more and shit. In the meantime, I was still seeing other girls, so I wasn't really attached or anything. But you look forward to it and you're like, oh, I can meet her when I'm back in Medellin. So it was a little bit more serious. I was still seeing other girls, but we were texting, voice memos, blah, blah, blah. So you're like, okay, let's see what this girl is like in January. Because I was gonna fly to Medellin in January. That happened, I arrived here, and she was like almost not excited to meet up. Not really keen, she was busy. She had a bunch of valid excuses, but at the time, like, you're kind of blinded and you're like, oh, okay, like, you're right, whatever, that's fine. And then after she flaked 2 times, and the 3rd time I just called it and I was like, yeah, that's fine. I'm not gonna do this anymore. I'm not gonna get disrespected like this. And I just told her that it was not gonna happen, and then she unfollowed me and removed my follow, and it was whatever. And everything in the meantime, I was still seeing other girls, okay? So it was not like an abundance thing. It was not like I was super attached and I was like, this is my future wife, whatever. But it would be the first girl that I would take seriously. I'm 23, by the way. So before January, I was 22. And in January, I turned 23. That's some context for you. We make about $1 million a year with our business. That's kind of context. I'm like lingering around 10K a month, under, over, whatever. So that's kind of my income, whatever. So 6 figures a year-ish, probably higher this year. Doesn't matter. January, unfollowed everything. Me and Harvey, we lived together already since like end of January. And we went to Panama to check out Panama and see girls there as well. And we went to Costa Rica, same thing, check it out, and see girls as well. Then we took on a bunch of new clients for the business, so it became too busy. We wanted to lock in, and went back to Medellin to like stop traveling and lock in for business. And yeah, that's what we did. And in Panama, no, it was Costa Rica. In Costa Rica, I kept getting this Instagram notification glitch of this girl. I was not following her, she was not following me, but I kept seeing her on my Instagram. It was kind of weird. And then eventually I was like, this is funny, let me text her. We started talking, And she was like, "Oh, we should be together. We should meet." I was like, "Okay, whatever." I was still seeing other girls, so didn't really care. We could meet when I'm back in Medellin. And surprisingly enough, she did. I did. In the meantime, I still saw other girls, so still not an abundance thing. Because the main problem when guys get cheated on is abundance, like they only have one girl, whatever. That was not the case. I probably did want it more than her. That's why this whole thing happened. But I was still in abundance. I still had like unlimited girls, 500 likes on Tinder, like 20 girls on my DMs every day, new girls that want to sleep with me. Like it's really not, that was not the issue. So I was super skeptical. I was like, "Ah, she's not gonna meet up, blah blah blah." She showed up. Surprisingly, she showed up. It was super fun. I liked it. I never took a girl seriously, so I was like, "Oh, this is nice." Like the actual attachment, a little bit, like a little bit more than just bang, like invite them, bang them, send them home. So I liked it. Then like literally the day after, we had a lineup with 3 other girls. So I mean, still no abundance issues, and that was also fun. Whatever. This girl wanted to do a second date. She came here. We slept together. Whatever. Super nice. She stayed there for like 16 hours, and I started to like her a little bit more than I was used to, and I took it a little bit more seriously. Still in abundance. Then the third date. Oh yeah, the reason why I'm making this video right now is because this happened like 2 days ago, and I don't want to like really think about it anymore after this. So it's also like 1 a.m. right now, and I'm recording this video, but I just wanted to get it off me. I think my future audience or my current audience, like you, could really use this, and I would be super grateful if the entrepreneurs that I look up to would make a video like this. That's why I'm doing it, but I don't like it. And also I kind of try to just get it out and then go to sleep, and then like I've already kind of processed it, it's kind of done, but that's also why I can talk about it this easily. So this was all, so January didn't see each other, and then in end of March we came back to Medellin and we saw each other at the end of March. It's now May, so roughly 4 weeks since I saw her, and now since this situation happened. Okay, so third date. This is when I kind of stopped seeing other girls. So between the second date, well, no, I did see one girl after the second date. Yes, I think so. I don't really remember. That's like 10 days ago, 2 weeks ago. But before the third date or around the third date, I was really like, okay, let me take this girl seriously. It's whatever. I'm not gonna see other girls. I'm not gonna do any massages, because here in Medellin you have a bunch of nice massages with a nice happy ending, and I was doing those and I liked it. And Harvey and I don't really care. He knows. I think he can. I think I can share that he also does them. Whatever. But also, I also stopped doing those for that week. So third date happened Friday. They came over, we had dinner, and blah blah blah. Fun. They had to go, and we went back to our place. A day later, like we just saw each other. We went out for dinner. It was just cute and nice. Like, so we were not official. We had 2 dates, which was for me for the first time that I really took a girl seriously, and that I'm like capable and masculine enough to take a girl seriously. Because before, when I tried to date a girl, I was just a feminine nobody, basically. So I wouldn't be surprised if these girls were texting 4 other guys, for example. But this girl, I was like, okay, bunch of green flags. I think this could have potential. And the day after we had the dinner, we just went to bed, and I woke up and I found out that she has been with another guy. And obviously my heart dropped. I was like mad. It did feel like heartbreak, even though it was not official. But at that point, that week I stopped seeing other girls, and you start thinking about it. What if it's long term? When would I make it official? All of that. And so the day after that dinner, so on the same night, it's crazy, I know. On the same night, she saw another guy, and I found out luckily via, and obviously I cut it off immediately. But I just had to process it in a quite hard, direct way. And it feels like you're getting cheated on, because I stopped seeing other girls in that week. Because I stopped seeing other girls, and I was like, boom, long term, why not? Let me think about it before like anything is official or whatever. My camera just stopped for no reason, so that's why there was a weird cut. My camera just sometimes stops and gets overheated or whatever the fuck bullshit. Anyway, so it was not official, not like we didn't tell each other anything like, oh, now it's over, but since we've started talking in Bali in November, she was always super clear, oh, I don't do anything outside of relationships, blah, blah, blah. She seemed like a genuine, pretty, like, real, genuine girl. And that's why I was so surprised by how she acted. But I guess I have a new guard up now on how girls can be. And I know for sure, by the way, I know the guy that did it. No hard feelings. I did the same thing with other girls. The day after, I had a girl that I know has a boyfriend. It's not my problem, you know. So also no hard feelings to that guy. He just revealed something to me that cost me a lot of, that saves me a lot of effort, time, pain, money later on. Like I like it a lot that I find this out early, because that's where this comes in, like the red flags. So this was all the context. I found out it was for sure. I knew that it happened because I knew the people around the situation, and it happened. Okay, so I knew for sure, and she was lying to me about it, but then she was gaslighting herself, and I knew for sure that she was lying based on the context and the environment. And obviously, I mean, I spoke to the fucking guy, so I knew for sure. And guys don't really lie to each other about that stuff. I've been in that situation. Like a girl came over and they asked me, like, what did you do with them? And in this case, when that guy asked us, we didn't do anything with them because they kind of left after an hour. It was kind of boring. And so the guy knew clarity, but they still came over. But yeah, you would never lie about it if there's a third party in check. Anyway, not relevant. I knew 100% sure it happened. So, case closed, confronted her, she started lying. I was like, okay, fine. You can lie whatever you want. Just, it's over, okay? Unfollowed her, removed follow. Go on. And the same night, I had another girl. So like, that is a good cure. I must say that does help. And that girl has a boyfriend, but once again, that is also not my problem. And in this case, the girl didn't have a boyfriend, but it was kind of close. My advice, or like, I don't really have advice, I'm just sharing my experience, and I'm 100% sure that you would learn something from this. The red flags. Because there were red flags. And Justin, the guy that lived with us, a good friend of mine, one of my best friends now even, I can say that. I'm super grateful to say that. He lived with us for 4 weeks, but he had a return flight, so he went back to Boston, but he's very sad that he's back in Boston because he told us that. I was like, I fucking hated it. I mean, Medellin is super nice. So I understand, but yeah, so he knew all the context. He's been here for those 4 weeks, exactly the 4 weeks that it happened. And Harvey also knew all the context. And they were kind of already telling me. They were like, bro, it seems like she's disrespecting you. She was flaking on dates. Like, she was saying that she was going to come. And she drove to Medellin, which is like, she lived far away from Medellin. So it was like 15-minute drive or something. So then if you go to Medellin, like, you might as well just fucking see me because I'm here. And it's like an expensive drive, you know. It was just weird that she didn't. And that happened twice. And then it was just hard to see her in general, and her communication was a little bit off and on. Sometimes she was like flirty and quick, but sometimes just a day, no response. And also not like, when girls like you, so this is the best advice that I can give you that I've learned from this situation with this girl. When a girl likes you, it is going to be so fucking obvious. She's going to send you reels. She's going to spam call you or FaceTime you or both. She's going to spam text you. She's going to ask you constantly, how can we hang out? When can we hang out? Even if it's only for fucking an hour, can we hang out? She's eager to introduce you to her friends, to her family, to her everyone. She wants to take pictures all the time. Everything. Like, it's all super obvious. I must say, this girl did want to take a bunch of pictures. So that was one of the green flags. She was very feminine. She seemed very loyal. Very cute, like flirty, but for the rest, she didn't ever call me or FaceTime me. She didn't ever send me a reel. She didn't ever really try to see me, push and see me. She did like initiate it 1 time or 2 times, but it was not like, oh baby, I miss you so much. Oh my God, I can't wait to see you. Like, it was never that. And I have a good example because one of my best friends, another founder of the business, so I'm a co-founder, but the initial founder of the business is my best friend, one of my best friends. And he has a long-term relationship, a very healthy long-term relationship. So if I compare my situation to his situation, it is that obvious that this girl never really liked me. Like, it was always from my side, just trying to make something work that is basically fucking designed to fucking fail. But I just ignored it because, first of all, I have this super romantic picture in my head that I want a girlfriend and kids when I'm 25, and I'm 23 now, so like, oh, the clock is ticking. And I see all these other entrepreneurs with girls and girlfriends, and I've, until this summer or like last summer, I've never really had super pretty girls. Like, I was always quite like skinny and broke and I had nothing going for me. So now that I can kind of get super pretty girls, like, it's easy to get attached if that's like one of the first times. This was like the third super pretty girl that I had. And she had the green flags that I was looking for, and also a bunch of red flags that I just ignored because of the same situation, because of the same context that I just gave you. So that's kind of the context and what I've learned from it and what you should look out for. It is going to be so fucking obvious when a girl likes you. Like I just said, spam calling, spam messaging, spamming pictures. In this case, the girl did that. But that's one of the green flags. And then just always asking, when can I see you again, like saying how much she misses you, and those things just never happened. And I should have known, and Justin and Harvey, the guys that I just mentioned, the guys that lived with me for those 4 weeks, Justin unfortunately just went back to the US, but Harvey is still here living with me. I hope I didn't wake him up by making this video. But they've been telling me, and the other friends, the close friends around me that I run the business with, they've been telling me, like, are you getting yourself, like, you're letting yourself getting disrespected by this girl. She's flaking, she's responding late. She didn't really seem eager at all. And you know, when a girl doesn't seem eager to meet you, when the communication is low, when she's not really trying to put in effort, when it's hard to meet up, there's always another source of attention. Always. Bro, I've been that guy. I've been the guy that sent like pictures of ponytails of girls like to the guy on her phone. I've been that guy. I've texted guys like, she's busy, little bro. Like, I have been there. I know how it works. Guys sending paragraphs like, who's that? Where are you? Why are you with him? Is he your friend? Is he your cousin? Or like nephew? Bullshit. No, we fuck. That's what we do. And you're texting her. And I got cucked in this situation, unfortunately. But that's only because I ignored these red flags. They were so obvious. They were so fucking obvious. My friends have been telling me. And yeah, it's super avoidable. It is super avoidable. The reason why I'm laughing so much about it, why I can speak about it so fluently, first of all, because I'm just good at on camera. You can see how many fucking videos I've made everywhere on Instagram, YouTube, main channel, whatever. I've been doing this for 2 years. That's why I'm fluent. And because I've been processing it. Harvey, luckily, is a very good listener. So he asked me a bunch of questions about it. We've been talking about it. I've been trying to like process it and whatever. And my other friends, I can't say anything but that I'm super grateful for them. I've been telling them these last 2 days that I'm so grateful for how much they helped me. I'm making it seem like this super big thing. But you can imagine, like, if you go from this super abundance situation to like, oh, this girl might be it, for the first time ever, in a long time, now that I have some wealth, now that I have some status, some followers, not really too many, but some followers, I have some momentum, we have a cool business that we're running, like, we finally have something to be proud of. And then if you attach yourself and you cannot get disrespected like that, then it hits hard, especially this way. Once again, no bad words towards that guy, but it's fucking brutal, of course, if you find out that way and it gets confirmed. Luckily, it gets hard confirmed so that I don't like, that it doesn't become worse. But yeah, that's all the context. Super grateful for my friends. They know that. I've been telling them, but also in this video, how they helped me. They helped me so much. They helped me so much. And they're also going to help me like to get back and like spot these things in new women. In the current moment, I'm just back in the game. I'm just texting all the girls that I had before, and it's not really hard. I'm gonna see a few girls this week. That's fine. I'll get over it. But for when I take another girl seriously, the guys have to approve her. And my mom also afterwards told me that she looked like a gold digger, which now I look back at it, I understand why she says that. And my mom, like, I love my mom so much. My mom is the most pure person I've ever met. She would never say that if it's in a bad way or if she doesn't really mean it. But yeah, I guess her intuition was right, and my other friends, their intuition was right, and I've learned from it. And now I've been making a video about it for Jesus. My camera crashed again, but now I forgot where I was with my story. So I've been talking about it for like 20 minutes on camera now, so it just helps to get it off my chest. And I'm so sure this video would help someone. Maybe not today, maybe not tomorrow, maybe not even this year, but I'm working super hard to blow up my personal brand. It's gonna happen because I know how the formula works, and I'm gonna just keep on going until it works. So this video will at some point be valuable to someone, maybe in 6 years, maybe in 10 years. In 10 years I hopefully have a bunch of children with a happy wife and a loyal wife. So then I can't relate anymore, but then this video would still be there, because I can guarantee you a similar situation with me is never going to happen ever again. I'm not gonna fall for the same red flags again. So that's why I felt obligated to make this video and to just share everything, because after this I'm gonna forget, I'm gonna continue, and I mean drown myself in women to get over it quicker. And then whenever I take a girl seriously again, then obviously I'm not gonna make the same fucking mistakes again. So then I might hopefully never go through a similar situation. That's why I've been making this video as long, not really as long as possible, but more so just sharing the whole thing and everyone's perspective and all the things that happened, so that if you are in a similar situation, you can be like, okay, this is happening to me right now, or this has happened to me, and this is also what I could learn from it, or this might happen to me and I'm gonna avoid it. Because the biggest thing that I've learned from this whole situation with this girl is the communication. The communication says everything. If she is super eager to see you every fucking day, even if it's far away, and if she's fucking spamming your text and your calls, that's what the girlfriend of my best friend does all the time. One of my best friends. It seems mean to just say one is my best friend. I have a bunch of best friends. She's always spamming his shit. Like, he is the one that's like, oh my god, she's always texting me. Which is a good thing. That's an amazing thing. But this was completely reversed in my situation. Even when I had a bunch of girls. But when I was trying to see this chick, it was hard as fuck. And that is because she had multiple sources of attention, and she probably has been seeing other guys for the whole fucking time. And I've accepted that. That's fine. I don't take that shit personally, you know. I take full responsibility. I look at the situation and I just continue and I learn from it. It's not personal. Like, if you really start taking it personally and you think you're a worse person because she did this to you, and you start like looking at your whole life like, oh my god, what did I do wrong? Like, am I good enough? No. Luckily, I'm in a very good position that I know that I'm good enough. I know that I'm desired by women. I know that I am worthy of a super pure, real feminine female. In this case, I just made the wrong decision because I was blinded and because I wanted it too much. And then I got the reward for that, which is she disrespected me one last time, and that was the last straw. And then I ended it. Anyway, that's the video. I'll go back. Well, I have been back with other girls. I'm not saying it is a coping. Well, the one on Saturday, because I found out on Saturday morning. The one on Saturday night was definitely cope, as in like, I want to see this girl so that the other girl is not the freshest girl on my memory. But right now it's just like, when I feel like having fun, I invite one. It could be a new one, could be one that I've already seen before. And I'll just continue in the way that I have been going. That's what I'm going to do. And yes, I will still approach girls if I see them on the street and I think they're super attractive. Yes, I'm still on dating apps for new, like, casual girls. But also, just in case you find the one, a rare girl that is actually good. Oh yeah, that's another big red flag. First of all, she had Tinder. I met her on Tinder. Second thing, she had semi-slutty pictures on Tinder and on Instagram. So my friend from the Netherlands, one of my Dutch best friends, he told me he is a little bit older. He's 32 and he has more experience with serious girls. And he has been telling me, like, if a girl has this Instagram, if a girl has this Tinder, she is not going to be your wife. Forget about it. And even if she would, you shouldn't want that. Like, if she advertised herself like that on Instagram, it was really not that bad, to be honest, but it was bad enough. It was bad enough. Like 1 or 2 pictures that are just, in my opinion, not necessary. My sister, for example, very pure, like, girl, has never done anything with a guy because she's waiting for the right one, and she would never do that. She would never do that, ever. Like, never, ever, ever. I know her very well. I'm very good friends with my sister, very good relationship. And she's never done that. I've seen all her Tinder profiles. I know, like, what her life looks like. And she's not like that at all. So if a girl would do that, my sister is like 20. So that's some context. And she's just waiting for the right guy. She knows that she's worthy of a right guy because my parents raised her well. And she would never post anything like that. So, and also Harvey's sister, also same situation. She's 1 year younger, I think. Also never had done anything with a guy. Also never does anything like that. Nothing like that. So a girl would never do that. Sorry for making this video 4 million hours long. I'm repeating myself, but this is ever the last time ever that I'm gonna talk about it because I don't like talking about it. I want to forget about it. I've learned my lesson. I'm gonna apply it in the future, and that's it. Like, enough is enough. Everybody in my surroundings know I'm now over it. It's over. Luckily, in 2 days, because I'm just heavily gonna go into it. Like, what happened? How could I have prevented it? I just keep on thinking about it, processing, thinking, talking about it with Harvey, and then it goes really, really quickly. So that helps. Sorry for making this $5 million trillion hours long. I hope that had any value. If it's for the future, if you've never had any girl, if you are with your girl and you just wanted this to prevent from happening, or if you're getting disrespected by a girl right now and you just allow it because this is one of the first pretty girls that you're with, or just because you have this super great desired outcome situation that you want to be with a girl, then this is a sign for you to rethink it and to maybe end things or to test her a little bit to see how she responds, and then make your own decision based on your context. What did I want to say? Oh yeah, so I've been with like double-digit girls easily, and I don't want to say like not all of them are ugly, like maybe a small handful, and then most of them are mid-attractive, but you always have these like, wow, like these a little bit more girls, like, oh shit, this girl, you know, like that. And that's the feeling that I have with this one of the ones, like I think 3 of them that I had this with, and yeah, then you're sensitive to fall for it. Not gonna happen again. Learn my lesson. Red flags won't be ignored anymore, and my friends will also absolutely kill me and roast the fuck out of me if I even get close to a similar situation. So very grateful to have these guys around. I'm gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. Leave in the comments anything that you want to leave. If you think this was personal and you feel like sharing something yourself, then go on. At this point, this channel is very small, so I would see anything. And yeah, see you in the next video. That's probably going to be about beer, money, more girls, business, or gym, or food, or something. A lot of good shit, a lot of nice topics, a lot of growth. We're gonna fucking dominate the world. We're gonna work super hard towards that $1 billion goal, and nothing is gonna stop us. Not even a random hoe from Medellin. And we will just keep on hoeing around. I'm part of the problem. But I don't feel bad for girls that go through, or for guys that go through this. Just like that guy that did this with that girl. She didn't feel sorry for me, because you will see the red flags. You will see it. It will be super obvious. So it's just your fault to not act on it and to not have more self-respect. So that's why I don't feel bad. Nobody should feel bad. Take full responsibility. And there are good girls out there, but it will be super obvious. It will be super obvious. And please don't settle for less. See you in the next video. Goodbye.